Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you are okay on that side of the screen. And today with a really interesting motherboard. This is medium range motherboard from ASUS. It is the TUF Gaming B660 M.2 Wi-Fi motherboard, ready to take 12th generation of Intel CPUs. I've got on my hands a i9 12900K, which is not the best CPU for this particular motherboard, but it's a great CPU nonetheless. In terms of the design, it is a TUF motherboard, so it has this really cool design right over here, black coolers or black dissipators right over here, and then a great back I/O integrated on the motherboard. So if you really enjoy to see your motherboard through your case like I do at the back and on that system as well, then this is a great option to put on your next build. Socket 1700, so new socket. We are on a transition. Just have in mind that when selecting your cooler, or if you want to take advantage of your existing cooler, you'll have to check with the brand if there is a adapter for that particular cooler, because the socket is a little bit different. In terms of RAM, this motherboard takes up to 128 gigs of RAM, DDR5, with a maximum overclock of 6000 megahertz, which is really interesting. At this moment, I've got here the Kingston Fury Beast with a maximum overclock of 5200 megahertz. And just have in mind that when selecting at this moment motherboards for the 12th generation CPUs, we will find on the market boards that will support the DDR4 RAM and also those that will support DDR5. In terms of physical, they are different. They both have 288 contact points or pins, but physically they are different. So just have this in mind when selecting your next motherboard. One curious thing is that ASUS developed a adapter from DDR4 to DDR5, which I haven't still tried, but that is on the web if you search for it. And that's a really interesting feature, because you might want to get a DDR5 motherboard on your next setup, but you still want to use your DDR4 RAM sticks until you are ready to upgrade the RAM, and that adapter might be a really interesting choice. So just search for it and you might find it. In terms of storage, we will have the chance to put here up to 2 SSDs NVMe M.2 at PCI 4.0, which is great. We will be able to use those Sabrent SSDs that we use right over here, up to 7000 megabytes per second, which are really fast. And we also have 4 SATA at 6 gigabytes in terms of speed. In terms of expansion, we will find a PCIe 5.0 16, one PCIe 3.0 16, and one PCIe 4.0 1. At the back, on the back I/O, we will have a lot of connectivity. One USB Type-C 3.2 generation 2, 4 USB Type-A 3.2 generation 2, one USB Type-A 3.2 generation 1, and 2 USB-A 2.0, one DisplayPort 1.4 and one HDMI 2.1, the Wi-Fi Bluetooth model, also Ethernet at 2.5 gigabits, and the audio from Realtek with 7.1 connection and optical out. We also have a lot more connectivity that we can use to connect to our case if our case take, but for more info you can check the link down below. And we also have a really cool thing, which is LEDs provided with our sync. We will have a small logo right over here, but we also have 4 connectors for RGB, and we will be able to connect 4 LEDs to control lights on our case, and we will have the Aura sync for that and our RGB generation 2, so we can do exactly right over here. And there I've got a ASUS Rockstrix Z370G Gaming, which was a beast of a motherboard with the 8th generation of CPU. So you still find this one in the chat just in case you want to check that out, but was the first time that I did test Aura sync, and it has been working really nice. Besides that, it also has 6 connectors so that we can connect to our cooling system. 2 of them will be for the CPU and pump if we are going to use an all-in-one cooler or any other kind of cooler with a pump, and we have 4 connectors to plug in fans from our case and so on and so forth. And basically this is it, guys. Hope that this video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.